What's this season been like for you so far?
A whirlwind's probably a good word. Better, definitely better now that we're outside. I really love outdoors, and I think it's been going kind of well for me, so I'm happy with it. Yeah.
So where are you at mentally? What's your confidence level?
It's definitely higher than it has been the last couple months, but slowly getting there. Slowly, kind of getting back to the way I should be, and a little more confident going into the weekends, and waking up on race day knowing it's race day instead of like dreading the fact that it's race day. So it's getting there.
But that's where you were at. You were at times where you kind of were dreading that it was race day.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think indoors was just kind of like there was just a lot going on with me, like mentally and physically, and just like didn't want to race, but knew that I had to, and whatever the time was going to be was going to be. And so I definitely dreaded indoors, but I actually really enjoy outdoors. I like being outside. It was good to be at home last weekend and kind of run some good times, and excited to get back to work.
So did you sort of treat the starting of outdoor season as kind of a fresh start? And
Yeah,
a reset button
yeah,
for you?
totally. Spring break was a total reset. Worked really hard during spring break. Kind of got my mind together and just were ready for outdoors. And so I think outdoors has been going pretty well, and I'm ready to run fast. So
You set the bar for yourself so high. Is that intimidating at all? Feeling
um,
like that's what people expect of you?
kind of, but I think the key to like keeping it together is kind of like knowing me, and like I know how I am and I know how I can get, and I know that like personally, like I've had a lot to deal with personally, and like no one else really knows that. But I think like when it comes to the track, like the race is always going to be there, so I'm either ready to race or I'm not. And so I've learned that definitely over the last few months.
Well, what are those goals this year, and how close are you at this point to being on track to achieving those?
I'm in a better place now, closer to my goals than I was like January through like March. But I think I've set some pretty high goals for myself, and I kind of always do. And kind of takes me a few years to kind of get to those goals. I think I set goals freshman year, and I don't think I achieved them until last year. And so it just kind of takes a while, but it's always good to know that they're there and that you have somewhere to reach. And so you're not constantly making like goals that are like too little. So I'm always like having to make new goals. So I like to make goals that are kind of like way ahead of myself.
So the goals set this year could have been actually set a couple years ago for right now, or do you kind of set them at the beginning of each year, reset them?
I set them once I achieve them. So if I don't achieve a goal, it's kind of the same goal going into the next year. I kind of accomplished a lot of my goals last year, so I kind of had to really sit down and reset and make a lot of new goals this year. Pretty lofty goals, I should say, but I don't think they're goals that are kind of like out of reach for me in the next 1 or 2 years.
What are they?
Just to run really, really fast, and you'll know when I run them. So yeah.
Was it hard to reset mentally
Um,
at the end of indoor season?
No, I was kind of ready for indoor season to just be over. So not only that I could reset, but I could reset with my team. And I don't think indoors really went the way that like we wanted it to go. So I think it was good to kind of sit down with everyone and just kind of like, what are our goals going into outdoor season, and how are we going to accomplish these goals? Because I don't think we ever got the time to really do that for indoor season. That's why indoors didn't really go the way it should have went. Yeah.